Part 27. We reached the core. We moved past the last defensive layer, and the space opened just enough to show what was ahead. It wasn't wide, but it was organized. The ground leveled out and held steady. No shifting, no loose sections. Everything in front of us was fixed in place. The shapes we passed behind didn't follow. They held position. That told me we had crossed a boundary. This area wasn't meant for movement the way the outer sections were. It was meant to be protected. We slowed without stopping, not by choice. The environment forced it. Every step forward felt heavier, not physical weight, resistance. Like the space was pushing back the deeper we went. The fast ones didn't come down here. That was the first clear difference. No rushing movement, no constant pressure, just stillness. That was worse. I kept moving forward, scanning what I could see. The structure ahead wasn't random. It had direction. Lines ran through the ground, not visible like markings, but clear in how everything was aligned. All of it pointed toward a central point further in. That was where we were going. The air tightened again. Breathing stayed controlled, but every inhale felt shorter. Not enough to slow us down, but enough to keep pressure on. The others stayed close. No one spread out. No one broke formation. We didn't say anything. There was nothing to say that would change what we were walking into. Movement started ahead, not from the sides, not from behind. From the center, something was forming again, but not like the others. It wasn't rising or assembling in stages. It was already there, becoming active instead of becoming whole. I raised the rifle and fired to test it. The rounds hit and held, but the reaction was delayed. Not immediate, not aggressive. That told me it wasn't focused on us yet. We kept moving. The closer we got, the more the space reacted. Not by shifting the ground, but by tightening everything around the center point. The further in we went, the less room there was to move. It was funneling us again. But this time we didn't try to break it. We followed it. Straight in. The shape ahead resolved as we closed distance. Not large like the constructs. Not fast like the others. Fixed. Central. Connected to everything around it. This was different. It didn't move toward us. It waited. I stepped forward into its range and felt the shift immediately. The space around it locked tighter than anything we had seen before. Not pushing us back, holding us in place. I fired again. The rounds hit, but the reaction came from the environment, not the target. The ground tightened underfoot. The space compressed. This wasn't about stopping us from reaching it. We were already where it wanted us. That changed everything. I moved closer anyway. Not fast, controlled. The others followed. No one fired. No wasted rounds. We needed to understand what we were standing in before we made the next move. The structure around it was stable, completely. No slipping, no gaps, no instability to exploit. That meant one thing. We couldn't break this the way we broke everything else. I keyed the mic and pushed the update through. We were at a central point. Stable structure. No ground disruption possible. The signal came back weak, but enough to confirm others were reporting similar positions. Multiple points, not just one. That meant this wasn't the only one. This was a system. I looked at what was left of the unit. Still here. Still moving, barely. I checked my ammo again. Almost gone. Didn't matter. We weren't here to hold. We weren't here to push. We were here to find where it all connected. And now we were standing on it.